Last one.
Doesn't miss by much here, but as you mentioned, the forehand improving quite a bit. Good attempt down the middle of the table, the shortest part from the middle.
Had a couple of very nice sort of faded receives, Arapovic, at this event so far. So she's got good awareness off the half long. Most serves at this level are half long to try and get any indecision possible on the receiving end.
Wonderful start, but the Wang Chuqin forehand extended out wide, comes back and adds a lot of pressure.
Insane. Look at that, how Sun Ying-sha leaned to the left as well to let him go through with that light beam of a forehand.
How you work together in any doubles, the partnership really matters. We've seen this from the best. I think I saw a replay of the highlight where Xu Xin would hit the ball and Fan Zhendong would lean out of the way. It's Matrix-like. Eyes on the back of the head is how it feels. Nice parallel down the line, Yves Orban, with the first time we've seen in some time that shot causing trouble.
Beautiful timing there, rhythm breaking backhand. Planted his feet, played the short side and surprised Wang Chuqin.
A little Ole moment for Sun Ying-sha as she dodges that ball.
Let 2-3.
Remember, right after you hit the ball in doubles, you become an obstruction, a target for the opposing team. The grunt, the preparation breath there from Yves Orban. He's got a very fluid backhand.
And we'll get to see the fluid backhand of Thomas Laputsar as well later. I imagine he's going to be the singles pick. Sounded a little bit like Dmitry Ovtcharov before he made contact there.
Quite a lot. There's Tomislav Pucar walking by in the background as Shasha dries the ball. That is the responsibility of the server.
4-3.
Good variation on the rotation on serve here. Shasha keeping it a bit of a guessing game for a player who's been incredibly confident on receive, and understandably so. They were down 1-3 and took 2 points into the first towel break, the Croatians.
Exceptional timing there from Wang Chuqin. Comes in on 1 foot, strikes it at the peak of the bounce there, bunny hop really, into the ball.
A bunny hop from Lionheart. One of those sounds like an appetizer, the other sounds like the diner. Maybe dinner guest is the better term.
Yeah.
Regardless here, Chinese pair in front by 1. What we tend to see is the stronger players in the Chinese uniforms really pulling away at the end of the game. Seen a lot of pairs and a lot of players start off with a good lead. Just changing it up so well as he turns that racket head down. It's tough to know where the ball's going to go, and he goes parallel with it here.
As soon as you see that your opponent is getting the elbow a little bit higher than normal, that's an indication that they're more likely to play a side spinny flick. And that was a great one there from Wang Chuqin. Barely any topspin on the ball.
7-4.
Biggest lead I can recall here. Team China up by 3 with the second serve. Arapovic, good hands.
5-7.
Soft touch on the receive and sets up a 4th ball for Yves Orban, keeping Shasha off the attack.
And credit to them because, you know, these pushes have incredible quality, but that one wasn't quite as deep as the one that Yves Orban had to try and spin down the line earlier. Had good speed and backspin, but the depth on the table is a key fundamental of a push.
I like this from the Croatian pair.
5-8.
Again, the majority of points are going to go the way of Team China. That's sort of the understanding. But what you can do to cause problems, they varied their spin. Slow and spinny from Arapovic so that Yves Orban would then come in and try to quickly finish the point. Ooh, edge of the racket. And you would think it was a golf ball or a bowling ball by the body reaction here of Wang Chuqin. Take another look.
He's been a bit of a drama queen there.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Trying to dodge, get out of the way.
He did.
The open eye, I think, is the one spot you don't want to get hit with a table tennis ball.
Ooh. Or a nail in a cold hall.
I guess cold halls change everything. Fascinating exchange.
9-6.
Did we just get a flat shot out of Shasha?
If we did that, it's not something you see every day of the week.
Wow. So from the bird's eye view, it seemed that Arapovic had a similar shot first and then stretched out Shasha. That said, Chinese pair 2 points away, 3 up.
Wow.
Open table, nobody's home. Both of the
6-10.
players have been evacuated. And the Chinese firefighters come right in through the front door to make sure that everything is taken care of. And it is. Wang Chuqin sets up 4 game points for the pair that have dominated the world the last 3 world championships. Olympic champions, all the big ones. And they take it 11-6.
Game to China.
A solid start, but an even more solid finish. Would like to see out here from the Croatians, Fraser.
I think tactically this is good
Last
here.
one.
Ivo Ban knows that in terms of power, he doesn't want to, send the ball long and then for Arapovic to have to face big, strong attacks and drives. So touching for him increases the likelihood that she can start with the slow spin. And then Arapovic, as you can see, is trying to send the ball long because she backs Ivo Ban in the counter game. So I think initially, try and keep it tight.
Yeah, I guess it's really going to depend on where the opponents are standing, the positioning, and how to set up the best shot for your teammate. Ooh,
1-2.
just missing the baseline there, attempting a long serve. As you mentioned, serves are more commonly half long than anything, but a surprising fast long serve with good
No
placement
flashlight, please.
can be very effective in mixed doubles, or any doubles for that matter.
1-2.
But it has to be so precise because you're only serving to half of the table.
No
A little bit of
flash
self-policing.
photography, please. Thank you.
From the crowd there, making sure the players have clear vision.
Wow, again a long serve, and long serves are less common in doubles because the receivers know it's coming there, so that's bold play.
I think the fact that they expect Wang Chuqin to take a backhand receive, they figure we want to keep you as far away from us as possible so you have less angles, we have more time to react. Good placement into the elbow, catching Shasha on the crossover. Ivo Ban puts the pressure on.
It's a trademark shot here. Beautiful, good stance, balancing himself with his free arm, still head.
It looks like he's got barely any backswing. He's a big guy.
Yeah.
That's one thing I will say while the Chinese pair win this point, Shasha and Wang Chuqin. Ivo Ban's backhand is really tough to read, and his wrist is so loose. Nice change of pace there in the end. The look. He's like a giant surveillance camera over the court, taking it all in.
Left. 3-all.
By the way, Ivo Ban is only 22 years of age.
And also maybe more shocking for a lot of the world ranked number 321. And he's competing out here, causing trouble for the best in the world. Ooh,
3-4.
and in this moment, for himself more so. In recent history, the Croatians have given 2 gifts on serve, but that's the pressure of the receivers. They have to take chances. They have to try to make it uncomfortable, serve out of their comfort zone,
Make
verticality.
sure the service is vertical. Yeah.
There's the
3-4.
question, the warning on verticality. That one pretty clearly more than 30 degrees. So that was, I would say, a very generous warning from Roman Klecker.
TTR is in use here.
Yeah, for 1, and 2, it's not required that you get a warning before a fault. So he should toss this a little higher. Ooh. Tempting a little bit, still
5-3.
quite close. That said, Wang Chuqin right here after the soft hands of Shasha. A little bit of height on Arapovic's touch. And over the table, Wang Chuqin will let very few of those go.
63 kilometers per hour, as you can see by the little graphic in the right corner.
6-3.
Incredible.
Also 63 on the scoreboard right now. Wait a minute, what's going on here?
Hang on.
3-7.
Tight serve, the flick attempted, trying to put some pressure on Arapovic. Again, server's responsibility to dry the ball as Ivor Ban calls for the serve he wants that he thinks will be the most effective in setting their team up with a point. Wonderful long serve. Despite missing the first one we saw, she's been 2 for 3 to my memory.
Right on the line. A little bit of surprise factor, and it really, really has to. With Wang Chuqin on receive, we know he can pivot that corner so quickly. Whoa.
Beautiful shot to pull out of the pocket there.
8-4.
Ivor Ban making some magic on a fadeaway.
That's a really impressive shot out the crossover, and Sun Ying Sha just about able to block it back.
Talked about Ivor Ban being 22, Hana Arapovic, 21 years old. The younger of the two youngsters representing Croatia to start it off. Bit of extra juice on this one, loaded up for the spin. You could hear the pre-shot grunt from Ivor Ban. He's made ambitious shots, even more ambitious than this. You could see the racket speed. It felt like he was trying to drive with a good amount of spin, but heavy spin on the serve protects. Remember, China leading 1-0 in the mixed team battle right now.
Let 5-9.
Well, that service toss was the cleanest we've seen in some time. I mean, that was the most vertical. Will it affect the serve itself? Let's see. Many have had trouble with the reverse pendulum, but not Sha. Sets up 5 game points for a 2-0 lead. Side swiping receive, the confidence. You just felt like she had so many options. Game and match point for the Chinese pair.
Let 5-10.
So there it is, another door closed. Trying here in this third game. It's tough to gain control of the table. Immediately the Croatians a step behind and the Chinese pair still right at the baseline.
Yeah, they're just playing such short, snappy strokes, abbreviating wherever needed. You feel like the Croatians have to keep trying to play the parallels as much as possible.
And even though the Chinese pair win this point, it still feels like the Croatians in that last point did bring something different out, did put a different level of stress on the leading pair.
Let 2 love.
Could have been a similar warning here. Both of the lefties. Most pros really. Just making sure the ball is clear. Ball kids out of the way. And an outright service point on the pendulum, deception on the underspin, and a timeout on the Croatian side.
You know, be relaxed. Because at the end of the day, no matter how much you want to talk tactically, Chuqin and Sun Ying Sha are the best pair in the world. This is probably the biggest crowd Ban and Arapovic have, ever played in front of. So I doubt that there was too much tactics there.
Oh, the run through, a lot of chasing on the Croatian side, but they will switch sides of the table as the Chinese pair control the footwork on the other side. Enjoy this one more time. The move, a duck and cover from Sha, and she's right back up for that signature forehand, and it's Ivor Ban just trying to get it back. The one thing that I thought might have been in the conversation as they switch sides and order of play was the receive game. How to surprise a little bit with the loose wrist, come across the ball, play out to the wide forehand.
5-1.
Surprise goes a long way at this level because if players are in position, they know what to do. The less time they have, the more that's on their to-do list, the more they have to juggle and balance before making a quality shot, and that often reduces the quality of the shot. So on the scoreboard now, the Croatian pair with their first point. Nice change of pace,
5-2.
slow, soft block, comes down not far behind the net. Arapovic recognizing Chuchin was a step back. And he just had to get so low to try and play that ball. It's natural to back up when the ball's a little bit high. So that was just hats off to Hanna Arapovic.
2-6.
I mean, if that's backspin, it doesn't look backspin by the way that Wang Chuchin's coming up the ball with the after motion there.
It's very deceptive. Again, the pendulum serve. Been around for a long time, but still yet to be mastered by anyone. Edge of the table here, the Croatians in it. I realize that statement could sound weird. That, you know, you've got the greatest of all time using the pendulum serve more than anyone. Both Xia and Wang Chuchin using it quite a lot as that ball nicks just the edge there. That said, there's still room for improvement in every aspect of everyone's game. And hooking forehand as Wang Chuchin sends it with side spin out to the middle of the table. Right at the elbow of Ivo Orban and then hooking out to the forehand.
It's a nice shot over the table from Arapovic, but so well calibrated there. The Chinese at times just seem unbothered by spin.
Or anything that comes from the opponents.
Just anything at all. And, you know, we talk about feeling and usually associate chop blocks with that, snake shots and whatnot, around the net shots, but also it takes feeling to be able to drive a spinny ball so hard.
3-9.
It is difficult to calibrate and close your racket at just the right angle, change the trajectory of your stroke. But preparation, this is where the work comes in. We don't see the training halls. We hear the fans, we see the stars on the table, but it's the work that goes on 95% of the year when they're not in the spotlight, at least the way that is being broadcast internationally like right now.
4-9.
Little reminder, I don't think it's been mentioned yet on day 4, first day of stage number 2, but this is the first mixed team World Cup since the announcement that it will be part of the Olympic Games. So we've got bigger names here. Everybody's taking it that much more seriously now.
10-4.
And as hardware awaits, it is 6 game points for a bagel for the Chinese pair. Little change of heart there as he sets up for the serve. Now that was what the
10-5.
conversation looked like during the timeout. A beautiful flick. Get around the ball. Element of surprise. Under, side spin at first. At least she started from under and then adds the side spin. Wonderful flick from Arapovic to save a game point. And there it is, door closed. Wang Chuchin and Sun Ying Xia, a class act and a master class at that.